I was out with my friends the other day and he went to the toilet and I ate all his fries. He came back and said, why did you eat my fries? And I said, hashtag girl boss. I want it, I got it, I did it. Like, what do you want from me? Hi, welcome to Forehead, the show about my life where absolutely nothing happens. Yes, I'm aware I got a haircut. We're not going to talk about it though. I am in what's known as my girl boss era.
A profound silence has entered the chat.
So yes, welcome, please take a seat, enjoy yourself while I force my newfound way of life upon you. So I started using the term girl boss quite ironically, and very naturally it just spiraled out of control from there. What do I mean by girl boss? You know, the girl bosses. They're out here doing their thing, being bosses, and what's happened? People have turned on them. Why? Because people don't like to see girls being bosses. What the fuck?
Okay.
So it's been a while now since people have turned on the term girl boss, right? It used to be quite popular, especially among younger women, you know, to help motivate people to like study or, you know, go for career goals or whatever it might be. And like anything, once something becomes popular, like the term girl boss, companies love to capitalize on that by selling shitty merch. And you know, it does make me a little bit sad that people really turned on the girl boss era.
Maybe it was too ahead of its time for certain people.
Like, that was probably society's third worst mistake. The second worst mistake being poverty in general, and of course the first being letting J.K. Rowling tweet.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
You know, lately people are starting to embrace girl bosses again, and let me tell you, I'm one of them. I'm a girl boss. I love being a girl boss. I love the girl bossery. You know, it's not just a trend. It's not just a way to categorize a group of people. It's a way of life. Not in the traditional sense of what it used to be like, which I'll talk about, but more around the ironic use of empowering ourselves to do whatever the fuck we want. You know, she's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment. And that is what a girl boss is. I think the best way to start this conversation is just by looking at the definition of girl boss. And really, am I recording this? Oh, yeah, I am. Thank God. So I Googled girl boss and the first thing that came up is Urban Dictionary. So we're off to a good start already. So the top definition on Urban Dictionary is girl boss, verb, to make something or someone appear as a feminist idol or inspiration for profit, despite the numerous flaws of that person. If you look at a slightly older one, here's one from 2017 when girl boss was kind of at its peak era. A woman in control, taking charge of her own circumstances in work and life. Someone who knows her worth and won't accept anything less. You know, the original meaning was very much about empowering women and giving them kind of agency in their story. That's a great message, I think. That said, more contemporary reviews of the girl boss era look back at it and kind of identify the more toxic traits that were present. There's a very recent article in Vox called The Death of the Girl Boss. And you know, this article kind of talks about how girl bosses aren't really what they seem. They were kind of feeding into the whole capitalist machine. They weren't really empowering women. They were more bolstering themselves in a very selfish kind of way, which I think is kind of an unfair way to look back at it because it puts the blame on the women and not the very patriarchal system that's in place, right? It's not women's fault that they're doing this to make money. So I think traditionally people use the term girl boss to refer to very successful women, right? CEOs, business owners, corporate tycoons, you know, the people who are at the top of their game. And I think that's kind of a toxic way to look at it because, you know, the sad reality is not everyone's going to be the CEO of Google. You have to look at class structures and societal issues and all that sort of stuff. And it's sad, but true. So I'm sorry, besties. I think rather than making it about being in power, we should just look at it as a way to do something that's good, you know? All right, prologue. The reason why all this came up and I'm making this video. I was at home a couple days ago watching the newest season of The Handmaid's Tale. I'm just catching up. I haven't watched it all, so no spoilers just yet. And you know, there's June, you know, just doing her thing, trying to get revenge, trying to save her kid. And you know, she's going around Gilead trying to kind of liberate women in different areas. And you know, this recent season is really about revenge and justice, right? You know, this system in Gilead has done horrible things to these women and they're all trying to stand up and fight for their rights and fight for their freedom and blah, 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 blah. Sorry. And in the first episode, there's a man who comes in and, you know, he's been doing some terrible things. Let's just say that. He's not a girl boss. He's a man. Not that men can't be girl bosses. This is a very gender fluid discussion. I think men should be considering themselves as girl bosses. June up until this point has been relatively low key. You know, she's doing things behind the scenes. She's getting things done, trying to break the system from within, that sort of thing. June knew this guy was a terrible guy. And then suddenly she, spoiler, stabbed this guy. And I was like, girl boss. Like, hashtag girl boss. If that's not girl bossery, I don't know what is. I mean, June who, right? I don't know her. This is Miss Girlboss. Miss Girlboss is out here in Gilead, saving people, liberating women, stabbing men. It's fantastic. I'm here to watch it. I'm here to love it. I'm here to froth it. And you know, she's out here. She's taking control. She's stabbing people. She's killing men. Like, hashtag girlboss. But not like indiscriminately, right? She's not going around killing men for being men. Like, she's going around killing people who have done terrible things to humanity and are actively oppressing large portions of the population, pushing their way of life against other people. But yeah, she's out here stabbing people, and I was like, girl boss, like, June, where has this June been for 3 seasons? I just realized if you haven't seen Handmaid's Tale, you're probably thinking, what the fuck is this show about? I don't think we need to look at girl boss as like a professional kind of thing, right? It's not about having a good career or being your own boss. I think it's more around doing things that are funny and powerful. As for some examples, here are some things I think are girl boss moments. Taylor Swift winning her 3rd album of the year for Folklore. Girl boss. That piece of toilet paper that was on the bottom of Trump's shoe when he was going up that plane. Girl boss. Elizabeth Olsen for getting an Emmy nomination for WandaVision. Girl boss. The PlayStation 5 shortage around the world creating higher demand. Girl boss moment by Sony. Kath and Kim from the iconic Australian TV show Kath and Kim. 2 girl bosses. Zendaya clapping back at haters who criticized her for playing Mary Jane. Girl boss. Aerith from Final Fantasy VII The Remake. Girl boss. Remy from Ratatouille being a better cook than most of the French chefs in that movie. Girl boss. Jeremy Renner making an app to scam his own fans out of their money. Girl boss, but also kind of shady. Me taking a sick day so that I could go to a Charlie XCX meet and greet. Girl boss. You know, girlbossery isn't even about gender. You don't have to be a girl. You don't have to be a woman. You don't have to be any gender, really. Doesn't matter if you're a he, she, or they. Girlbossery is relevant to you because it's a way of life. It is something you can embrace. It is something that you can use to justify any of your shitty behavior, as I have been doing for the past year. Like, yes, it's a way of life, but it's also a really fantastic way of bringing chaos into the world, which is what the world needs right now. We need more chaos. We need more chaotic energy. We need more girlbossery. We need more fun. What am I talking about? I have no idea. This is what happens when I make a video and I don't have like an outline of what I want to talk about. I just... Oh, anyway, what else can I talk about? I started using some new skincare products, so that's fun. Can you tell? Do I look clean? Do I look like I've got a fresh face? Yeah, thoughts, prayers, hate it, love it. What's going on? Tell me your thoughts. I kind of let my skin go for a while, especially like during all the lockdowns that we've had in Melbourne. But lately I was like, oh, I'm going out more. I need to start taking better care of my skin because like the moisture of the air is just like destroying me from the outside. My old skincare routine involved like very expensive products. Like the cleanser I used to use was like $50. And I was like, why am I spending $50 on a cleanser? And it's not even that good. Like, get it together, Farhad. So I bought a bunch of cheaper alternatives based on a friend's recommendation. And honestly, I love it so much. Like, it's only been a few days and I feel like my skin has never been better. So I'll wait like a week or 2 before I make a final verdict. But if it goes well, I'll definitely make a video about what the products are and where you can get it from and all that sort of stuff. But I just don't want to recommend anything until I've like fully kind of embraced it and put it into my kind of daily routine, which right now it is, but you know, let's wait a bit. And yeah, maybe I'll make a video about it if you ask. So there you go. Hashtag girlboss, hashtag drop the skincare routine, hashtag nobody asked for it. In other news, I've got my papers to say I've officially completed my course. Like I've done all my units, passed everything, which is great. I honestly thought I was going to fail my last subject, but I didn't. So that's fantastic that I haven't. Girl boss. And you know, they sent me a paper that was like, hey, you've done everything, get ready to graduate. And I was like, yes, sweet. I've been ready to graduate for 3 fucking years, but let's do this. The actual graduation ceremony is in October. Maybe I'll make a vlog for that. I haven't been to uni for a while, but I feel like uni content does really well. Anyway, I have to make this video kind of short because it has been a very busy few weeks at work. It is so nuts. Like I've never been this busy and I like don't know how to handle it, to be honest. Pretty much all I've done is just like cut out every single social interaction I could possibly have and like just focus on work. This video is coming out super late because I have been so fucking busy that I haven't had time to like either write anything down or film anything. Hence why I'm filming something off the cuff and I have no script, and that's why it's a bit of a mess. But hashtag girlboss. This is my girlboss era. Yeah, so super busy at work. I'm not really coping, but we'll get there. I think by the end of the month, I'll have a much clearer schedule, which is what I'm really looking forward to because I would like to travel a little bit more. The state has opened up quite a bit lately and I really want to go traveling into the regional areas, like go to the country towns and stuff. Hey besties, so I'm just editing the video. It's gone really well. I mean, I still have no idea what the video is actually about, but we'll figure that out when I get to editing the thumbnail. Here's the thing. I know I just said that I'm really excited to be out of lockdown, but Guess who's going back into lockdown? Oh, this guy. Mainly to get away from the city. I've just been in the city for so long now that I'm just like, I've had enough like fumes and smoke and trucks. It's just too much. Get me the fuck away from all these people. The problem is I just can't move away from the city because I just love being so close to good food and good coffee and all that sort of stuff. So I'm like, but we'll see. So I will do some travel vlogs very soon into regional areas of Victoria, which is going to be fun. Oh God, hey, it's me again. No, I won't be doing that after all because as I mentioned, we're going into lockdown. Oh, bye. We're gonna go to some cottages. We're gonna go to the forest. We're gonna go to the beaches. No, we're not. We're not going any of those places. We're just staying in my room for the next foreseeable future. So, welcome. But I'm gonna wrap this up anyway because I feel like I have quite a bit to do, including editing this video. As always, thank you for watching, besties. Y'all are keeping me alive. Y'all are really doing it for me, and it is #girlboss. Every single subscriber, #girlboss. Love it. You're all doing some girlbossery, and I am here for it. I'm living for it. I am making these videos for it. And thanks to all the new subscribers. I did get an email from YouTube today saying that June was my most successful month yet. So that was really awesome. It was really nice to see. I almost doubled my subscribers in a month, which is pretty great. But you know, doubling 1 to 2 is not as big of an achievement as I make it out to sound. So I appreciate all the new people joining the Faux Club and hanging out with me every week. That's great. Y'all are icons, y'all are legends, and y'all are the moment.
Now, come on now.
If you've made it this far through and you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? Like, just come on. So if you haven't already, subscribe, baby, and give the video a thumbs up. That really helps my channel out. Believe it or not, it does help. And of course, leave a comment about what your favorite girl boss moment is, or if you're embracing the girl boss movement. I think we should all do it. You know, it started off ironically, and here we are. I can't stop. And until next time, besties, bye.